Hi everyone, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I just want to say hi and hugs to all the ladies that viewed my content, as well as to those that commented, because I know I was going through my videos and I saw a lot of people that commented, and then I went and answered quite a few of you. So the way mine is set is that if I answered, I don't see the names again, and I need to work through that. But that's why I don't comment until I see the names. But now I was just like, you ladies have been waiting for so long. Anyway, let's go on. So I've got an idea book. It is super simple, but what I liked about the project is that I got lots and lots of journaling space out of it. It is a super simple project, and I like the fact that I could detach it. So I'm going to show you what I mean. And I had made this journal moons ago, and I never used it fully because it was like double the size. So I had to actually cut it down, and this is just one half of it, and then there is another half of it. Okay, so I started using this journal, I'll tell you when, in 2021. That was basically maybe a few months. I created this journal a few months after I started junk journaling, because I started junk journaling I think in August 2020. So what would that be? About 4 and maybe about 7 months into junk journaling. Okay, and when then I stopped using it. I stopped using it for a while, and then I got back to using it when I got it apart. And I think that would have been somewhere, well, this year in January, because I started doing the Bible recap project. Okay, so I've been using it from January, and then I've just took it apart. Not took it apart, broke it up in two. Anyway, the long story short is that this is what we're going to be making today, and why I'm telling you about it and why I'm putting it in my idea book is that this journal was made, as I said, in it would have not even been made in 2021. It would have been made somewhere in 2020, and I completely forgot about this idea. So I want to put it in my idea book because I absolutely love this idea, because I'm one of those people, I take out something, I write on it, and then I just put it back. So this is the original place where it belongs, I think so. I mean, I've taken things out of this journal and stuff, and I've got a paper clip over here, and it is so simple, and look at how much of writing space it gives me. Okay, and I'm able to also write on this side and on this side as well. So I super love this project, and I want to definitely keep it in mind. So that is why I thought I'll do this for my idea book. It is just fantastic. I can't sing its praises enough, and this will definitely find its way in all my journals where I do my Bible, Bible reading, Bible study. So when I finish read the chapters for the day, I make notes on it. Yeah. So that's one of the places I actually make notes. And then I've got other things as well where I make my notes. Okay, so I'm going to take a full on A4 sheet. You don't need to use an A4 sheet. If you got a letter size sheet, you can use it. If you got something smaller, maybe you can use it. But I mean, don't we want a lot of journaling space? So it depends on you how you want to make this project. There's no restrictions on the sizes. So ladies, before I start, how are you? I hope you are well. Right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to take this paper, and lengthwise I am going to fold it a little bit, and not a lot, just maybe a little bit here, just so that I can get that center line that I need to work with. Okay, and it doesn't even have to be fully going downwards, further down, because I'm just going to use that center line as some sort of measurement for me to be able to just just try and line this up with that center line, if you can say so. And I'm just going to do it like this. Can you see that there is nothing fancy about this project at all? I told you that I'm going to be bringing you simple projects, and that's what I'm doing, because you know, I so really like this idea, hey? So really like this idea, and I don't want to deny you this idea simply because I believe it is too simple to show on camera. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up as much as possible, but not a lot, and trying to keep the lines on each side straight, knowing full well that this is actually a coffee dyed paper, so it is going to warp. It would have warped. Okay, and I'm going to try and see whether I can make that fold over there. But before I make that fold, I'm going to put this down to see how far it's going to go. Okay, so that's perfect because it is quite at the bottom over there. I could have made this a little bit smaller, meaning I think on this side I'm going to adjust it a little bit up because it seems like it's quite close to that there. So maybe just a little bit like that. Okay, something like that, and keeping it straight on that side. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to do over there. There's a nice little gap over here so that we can fold this down without it having to you know, get onto the, you know, pucker up over here, and still here we find quite a decent gap over here, meaning that the paper, the envelope looks good. Okay, right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I am going to put some glue onto it. But I think before I put some glue, okay, so let me just give you measurements just in case you know, you want to get this. Okay, so where's my ruler? She says, and then doesn't have a ruler, and guess what, this ruler doesn't have centimeters in it, eh? So the first fold was about 10 centimeters. The first fold was about 10, just under 10, just really under 10 centimeters. So that will be just under 2 inches, hey? And then the second fold was about 10 centimeters. Okay, so this and then this over here, this piece was about 9, I would say about 9 centimeters, 29.7. Sorry, let's do it that way. Yeah, just about 9.5 or something like that, because there's the 2 millimeters over here. Okay, and then between this gap and that there, between these two, there's about a 2.5 centimeters between this fold and that fold. So it kind of gives you some idea of what we're looking at over here. And you just play around with it. You know, just play around, whatever you like, make it work for you. All right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up a little bit. I haven't worked here in a while. Unfortunately, I've got so many other commitments that I just can't get to everything. So I'm not sure. I think I spoke to one lady, and I don't know who it was. I think I know who it was. I think it was Judy, and I mentioned to Judy that my priorities for this year have changed a lot, and that is why you don't see me doing extensive videos, and you don't see me bringing out kits the way I used to bring out kits. Excuse me. And that is because this year I have decided, excuse me, let me get some water. Yeah, so this year I have decided my priorities are definitely the Lord, okay, and God in my life, and also you know, spending more time with my family and stuff like that. I'm getting old, and I don't want to have to, in my old age, say to myself, oh, but I didn't spend enough time with my family, and I didn't spend enough time in the presence of God. So my priorities have definitely changed quite a bit. And as a result of that, even though I love crafting, I still know that I can bring God into my crafting. Yes, and but there are certain things that I will do every single day. You know, spending a lot of time in, also spending, I won't say a lot of time, because that would be not, it would be a little bit of a lie. They, you know, lots of people spend a lot of time in prayer, but I spend time in prayer more than I used to. And talking to my sisters, my two sisters, you know, we spend a lot of time just talking about God on the phone and stuff like that. So yeah, so I must say, so that is one of the reasons you won't find me having so much. And you can also write on this side, hey. So let's just ink this so much of time and to do videos and kits and stuff like that. But I always say that that's where the real time must be spent. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So my son has gone back to university yesterday. Yeah, so he started university very late, and so he's my younger son, and so I put some glue on it, right, just because I don't want it to flap all over the place, right? And he has severe ADHD. Well, he has ADHD, okay, and we found that the best way to handle him studying is to be for him. I know it's university, but you do what you have to do, hey. So the best way for him to study is if we are monitoring him all the time and not being so much on like a laptop or whatever. So from yesterday onwards, I spent more time with him, but it also gave me time to do some of my kits and stuff like that. So from today onwards, I will be doing my kits in my craft room, and also I will, like, hubby and the other son will come up, and we all just sit together and just make sure as a family we are spending time together, and also making him well aware of the fact that it's not only his sacrifice but our sacrifice as well, in terms of support, like supporting him all the way, and he's not sitting alone and studying or whatever. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more done. So let's see. So what I've done is I've just torn out pages. Okay, now all this, I promise you, was scraps, literally scraps, and you can see where the scrap went in all directions. I just tore them out, okay, and just to make them neater. And then what I'm going to do now is that I tried to look at scraps that were light in color. This one is a bit dark, but you still got that page to write on. This one you can write on, this one you can write on, and this one you can write on as well. Okay, so that's what I looked for. I looked for scraps that were light in color, and my goodness, I have so much of scraps. But then what may be my scraps may not be other people's scraps, because I keep everything. So, and this was from my Friday freebie, not last week's but the other week, and it was lying on my desk, and I was like, well, I'm going to be using it. Yeah, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm inking it here like this. It is way too long, but it's okay because I will cut it down. Yeah, so yeah, so you know, just a little bit about my life. And I did pray this morning, and I did ask God how he wants to use me, and you know, in my crafts. And I'm waiting for direction to see what he has in store for me. But one of the things is that I will mention him in my crafts when I can. Okay, so I apologize uh, to those people that Christianity is not your religion, and I apologize if this offends you in any way. It is not meant to offend you in any way. Okay, I think we all have a religion, and we should be proud of it. This channel is not here to judge anyone or anything, but it is here to it is here because God wants me wants me to glorify him, and I'll do that, and just I'll do it in a way, hopefully, that is not offensive to you in any way, because that is not my intention at all. Yeah, and I'll do it when the Lord leads me to do it. Okay, so I just added this here. Okay, more like a banner, if you could call it that, just to hold all these things together. Now, what I can do over here is that I can staple it. Okay, I can staple it to together, and then I can glue it on. Right, now what I will tell you is that whether you sew it, whether you staple it and glue it on, or whatever, I think the main thing is to ensure that your the edge over here is quite close to the edge of that. And the reason why is when you flip it over, so I don't know, it may work differently for you, but just so let me show you what I mean. Okay, so see here on this one, when I flip it over, when I write, okay, I'm writing like this, and then I'm flipping it over like that, and probably bring it over the page to write over there or something like that, depending. But in my case, I flip it over and I still write in the same direction, or is it opposite or whatever. So if this was sitting lower down here, that means that part, when I flip it over, is going to get wasted. So I try to minimize the wastage when I do flip it over. Okay, so it's only that much that I don't see over there, because I'm flipping it that way and I'm flipping it that way to write on, if that makes any sense. But I mean, I can still use that. It's just that now then I like to have a book at the back of me when I'm writing or whatever, so you can see that that's what I've done there, even here too. So you can see that line even there where I flipped it over and I flipped it like that on itself and I wrote, if that makes sense. Okay, all right. So also I wanted to let you know, I'm sure I said this to you. So I've got the Bibles, the Creator Bible, I've got all those Bibles over there. But I think as a creative person, I'm creative, I'm not artistic. There's a difference. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here, and I'm just going to maybe move that out, and I'm going to use the stapler here. Now, I haven't used the stapler. Oh, stop pressing so hard, Santani. Yeah, I haven't used the stapler before. So, and it's so easy to use, and I'm pressing and wondering whether I'm like doing it right. Oh, it is such a joy to use. Okay, so yeah, so you put it there like that, and then I think maybe we shall put some lace there. So what I was going to tell you, something, and then my mind went blank. I don't know what I was going to tell you. So do we have something to put there? Not really. So let's see. I've got this pack over here that is sitting over here, saying, please use me. Please don't forget I exist. And so let's just make sure that it knows that we love it. Let's add that thing. Okay. All right. So we'll add that thing, and it's not interfering with that fold in any way either. Oh, remember, I didn't clean that, so I'm going to use this. So yeah, I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, so I'm not artistic. I'm creative. I'm not artistic. And I was like, oh, but I wish I could draw or whatever. And then I was like, no, no, that is not me. Let's not wish for some. I mean, I don't have that ability. I need to accept it. But I do know I have I'm creative. And that is exactly how I started junk journaling. Because I've seen junk journaling many moons ago. Many moons ago, I've seen junk journaling. But I'm one of those practical people. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm going to be questioning it. And I was like, oh, but it doesn't make sense to me. What am I going to do with this? And then I decided in 2020 to use it to do my Bible journaling in. So that was not my first journal I ever made. I did make another one. It's probably somewhere that I made out of an altered book. Now, what I have over here, before I stick this in, I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in that journal too. No, I said I was going to put in my idea book, because if I put it in the journal, then I'm going to forget about it. And I thought, why not? I've got this pretty lace. Why not put it over here like that? Okay. And I think I'm going to just glue up everywhere over here. And I'm so sad that my glue is not working, because that spreads really nicely. Yeah, and then I was like, no, I am going to use this as my Bible, where I write my notes and stuff like that. So I got this at the thrift shop, and I'm trying to see which is the right side here. I think this is okay. And I was like, no, I am going to make Bible study, or reading the Bible, a joyous occasion. And I'm going to be making my journals so that I can actually add, I can make it in such a way that, oh no, if I put pink in there, I can't put it. Oh no, I was going to put in my idea book. Okay, now, you see? Oh, my thoughts are all over the place. So now I could have made it with this went a little bit up like that. I could have done that. See, like taken this and put it there like that. Okay, I could have done it that way. But the reason why I wanted this pink on it is because there's pink inside here. So I was like, let's add some pink to it as well, because there's pink, what's the word I'm looking for? Pink pages in it. So if you want to make it differently, okay, and you can do it differently, but I thought that would look nice, and because now it will pick up the pink that's already inside it, and then they don't look like they all not meant to be there, because there's this pink here, and there's a little bit of pink in there. So I thought, why not? Let's just use some pink in it. Okay, so that's why I used the pink over here. But, you don't have to do that at all. You can, well, I'm not even saying that you have this piece to use. So it's just because I had the piece that I am using it. If I didn't have the piece, I would have decorated it differently. But lucky for me, I have quite a bit of these pieces. So they are not going to be finishing anytime soon. And I thought of decorating here, but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful as it is. I don't want to. So I'm just going to open it up, and now I'm going to add this in here like this. And what's supposed to be a 5-minute video is a 25-minute video, but I am done now. I'm done. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to add quite a bit to the top. And to be honest with you, I would have sewn this in. I'm just doing it for those people that don't have a sewing machine. How would you go about making something like this? Okay, and it's not rocket science at all. It's not. I'm just going to add some glue here because it's picking up. All right, there we go. And we are done. We are done with this project. I do hope that you like it, and I do hope that you're going to give it a try, because I cannot I cannot tell you how much I love the fact that we can get so much of journaling space out of something so super simple, and using your scraps as well, and using your tea dyed paper. But you don't only have to do it with tea dyed paper, you can do it even with what like papers from your kit. So that's what I liked about it. I would maybe if I'm making it for a kit, I will probably make it with papers for my kit. But I just wanted to highlight this beautiful piece of lace that I had, hence the reason for me doing it like this. So ladies, that is it. I do hope that you're going to give this a try. It is a super simple project. You may have seen it before, but remember, it is super simple for Santini for her idea book, because I promise you, I completely forgot about this idea until I got to the page where I needed to journal in. Okay, so try it. I love it. And it's not bulky. Given the number of or the amount of writing space you get from it, look at how thin it is. Look how thin it is. It's really thin, and it is you can place it anywhere you want to. I can't get the word for it, but you can move it from one side of the journal to the other and stuff like that. And I think this would be a fantastic one to keep in your handbag. Something like this in your handbag. Maybe you'll make it of a little bit sturdier paper. As a note journal, it's really nice and thin. That's probably how wide my handbag is anyway, so I wouldn't be putting it in there. Yeah. Okay, so take care. Lots of love from me, Santini at Sunny Creates. And I do hope that you have a blessed day and a blessed week until I see you again, which is probably tomorrow. I forgot that today is Tuesday. Yeah, I might get a video out to you tomorrow. I'm taking my eldest son in for an appointment tomorrow, so depending on how long it takes, I might be able to get you a video or not. So this is it, ladies. Do take care. Lots of love from me. And once again, if I offended you, it was not my intention to offend you. I'm just following what the Lord has to tells me to do. That's it. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. See you soon.